The Royal Standard is once again flying above Buckingham Palace after King Charles III took up residence today. Thousands of people filled the streets around the palace hoping to get a great view and greet the new king. The new king has delivered his first speech as king, offering his thanks to his mother and committing to her promise of a life of service.
It is a moment of great change, and for one man more than any, Charles arriving in the capital for the first time as king. As his mother knew, there is little time for private grief in this role. There were hands to shake and those unexpected moments to deal with, while songs to his health are sung.
Lord save our gracious King, Lord live forever, for kings, Lord save.
And though he has the comfort of a nation sharing in his loss, he has a job to do. And it begins now, here at Buckingham Palace, with this promise.
As the Queen herself did with such unswerving devotion, I too now solemnly pledge myself, throughout the remaining time God grants me, to uphold the constitutional principles at the heart of our nation. And wherever you may live in the United Kingdom, or in the realms and territories across the world, and whatever may be your background or beliefs, I shall endeavor to serve you with loyalty, respect, and love, as I have throughout my life.
The new king has the toughest of acts to follow. At his mother's bed yesterday, he left Balmoral this morning, flying to London with the Queen Consort.
Your Majesty, Prime Minister.
His first audience with a Prime Minister was in the week his mother appointed her. He knew this day was coming, but as he told Liz Truss, that didn't make it any easier.
But it's been so touching this afternoon when we arrived here. All those people would come to give their condolences, put
Your
flowers.
Majesty, my very, very sincere
You're
condolences.
very kind. It's the moment I've been dreading, as I know a lot of people have. But try and keep everything going.
Absolutely.
On behalf of all my family, I can only offer the most sincere and heartfelt thanks for your condolences and support. They mean more to me than I can ever possibly express. And to my darling Mama, as you begin your last great journey to join my dear late Papa, I want simply to say this: thank you. Thank you for your love and devotion to our family and to the family of nations you have served so diligently all these years. May flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
It was at his father's funeral the family was last together, and like many monarchs before him, Charles's first thought was to prepare ground for the man who will come next, Prince William.
I am proud to create him Prince of Wales, Tywysog Cymru, the country whose title I've been so greatly privileged to bear during so much of my life and duty. With Catherine beside him, our new Prince and Princess of Wales will, I know, continue to inspire and lead our national conversations, helping to bring the marginal to the centre ground, where vital help can be given. I want also to express my love for Harry and Meghan as they continue to build their lives overseas.
So conciliation to Harry, who was last to arrive in Balmoral last night and first to leave this morning. His company to the gangway, an airport worker, as he boarded a British Airways flight. Though he has left the royal fold, the king seems to have given his blessing.
Her Majesty prays that the blessing of Almighty God may rest upon your counsels.
just as the Queen gave him hers, handing over responsibilities such as opening Parliament on her behalf, showing us that she believed in him and we should too.
He may not be as iconically famous as his mother, but actually we know him better, his strengths, his failings, and his opinions on things like climate change.
His interventions have at times been controversial, seen as too political, a criticism he's addressed, saying around his 70th birthday he would not be a meddling monarch.
And you know, when you think of him and you think of issues like the environment and how interfaith relationships and conservation, you know, he's been ahead of his time. Being the Prince of Wales through all those years, I mean, it's incredibly difficult to find the right, you know, modus operandi for yourself, and you know, I think he did it really, and that's why I think we can be confident about him as a king.
As his mother showed, there's a balance between understanding the nation and telling them what you think. And the success of a monarch is only measured by how people respond to you in that role.